Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your free NHL hockey previews and predictions today for Wednesday. It is March 6th. Hope you have yourself a good start to your wacky Wednesdays. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner or hit the subscribe button below this video if you're using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by the Raymond Report. Come and learn the 5 fundamentals of sports handicapping, and that is about value, percentage play, performance cycles, player availability, and we use a strict money management system. Come and follow the Raymond Report today right here at atsstats.com. All right, before we get into the 3 games on tap here today, anytime we get a small board like we do today with only 3 games, I'll try to go into the other features and into the markets to see what exactly the NHL is doing right now to the betting markets. And let's go take a look at the favorites right now. So on the season, NHL favorites are winning at 59.3%. Underdogs are winning at 40.7%. Now, a lot of people say to me, Ron, you kind of, you like the favorites, and why do you always taking favorites, or what, you mix it up? Like, what's your betting, style, right? So here's the thing. You got to know what you're betting into, right? If you're betting into a market and the favorites are winning at a 60% clip and underdogs are only winning at a 40% clip, which percentage play do you like better? Do you like your chances at 60% or 40%? And just because there's a game on the board, just like today's a great example. There's only 3 games on the board today. Do you really need to make a bet today if there's not an investment opportunity there? Or do you want to live another day? And always remember this, the window of opportunity is not just 24 hours. It's not just 7 days. It could be a month, it could be 6 months, it could be a year. What is your window of opportunity to turn a profit? And do not get caught into the day-to-day betting activity, because I guarantee you, if you think you're going to win every day, you're going to be broke within a week. All right? So just Ron's rant of the day. Hey, to see what happens when you get older, you get more rantier. Hey, is that a word, rantier? But anyways. All right, so 59.3%. Last 7 days, 60%. So guess what? We're right there with the yearly average, 40% for the underdogs. So it's pretty amazing sometimes when you do these numbers, right? And then if you look at the puck line, 64.7%. If you're betting puck line on favorites, yeah, bearish. Look at all the red here. 1 day, 3 days, 7 days. Yeah, stay away from betting favorites. And this is what I mean by betting opportunities, betting investment. Not every day is going to be a Picasso. You're not going to get that perfect oil painting and thinking you're going to have a profit every day. My buddy said it best. When you walk into a casino or bank, it doesn't say bank. I mean, a casino or sportsbook, it doesn't say a bank. It says casino or sportsbook, and that just means when you walk through that door, you got a 50-50 chance to come out with some money, or you're going to make a deposit and leave it there. All right, over-unders on the season, pretty balanced, 51.9% to the under. On the 7-day average, 55.9% to the over. So kind of a neutral market right now, really, on the 7-day average. So, so that's the markets right now. So when you look at the 7-day average, bullish for favorites. And if you look at the puck line, very bullish for puck line underdogs. And for the over-unders, we're very, very neutral. So fire away if you do like the over-unders, which I did last night. Had a nice one on the Kings and Vancouver game, and hopefully you guys cashed in with that on the picks. In fact, you know what? Let's go look at my 10 last selections. I'm hitting 60% my last 10 premium picks right here. So we had Seattle +1. We had Columbus under 6.5. We had the Rangers at +1.5. We lost that one. That was a tough one. Chicago Bulls. So, hey, for all you guys say, oh, he never takes underdogs. Look at that. There's an underdog right there. I pick my spots. I really do, guys. When you look at the way I do my selections, I don't bet underdogs every day. And when I do, I make sure that it's one I have a lot of confidence in. Milwaukee, we won that. Boston over. We lost that one. We had the Knicks under last night. We had St. Louis. We had that game, but then all of a sudden it was 4-2. I tell you, these coaches today with 2 minutes left pulling the goalie. Back in the old days, back in the old days when you would pull the only goalie with about a minute left, but now they're pulling him with 2-3 minutes. We had the Kings under. That was my top play last night, and Montreal on the puck line. So hey, I pick my spots, and when I do, it's the ones I have the most confidence in. All right, there you go. Enough of the Ron rant this morning. And let's get to the NHL computer picks. We only got 3 games on tap, and I'm going to do a bonus edition here today. I'm going to go into the report card. We'll do the computer picks, and then I'm going to go to the report cards. And again, we'll get inside the numbers. All right, Toronto Maple Leafs taking on the Buffalo Sabres. Now, the Toronto Maple Leafs -175, 6.5 is the total, and we're going to lean with the Leafs in this one. 3.57 to 2.97, the over-under at 6.54. And we're going to give Toronto a 60% chance compared to 41.2 for the Buffalo Sabres. The Sabres, they're a funny team. They go on these hot streaks, but when they get cold, they get pretty cold. And right now, they're 6-4 straight up in their last 10, but Toronto, they're bullish right now. They've been bullish for a while. They're 8-2 straight up in their last 10 games, 7-3 to the over, and they're playing on 1 day's rest. Buffalo's on 2 days rest. And so it's going to be a good game here tonight in Toronto. Colorado Avalanche taking on the Detroit Red Wings. Now, back in the 90s, this was a great game. This was really, you never know what was going to happen back in like the late 90s, early 2000s when Leroy and Osgood were there, and Stevie Y and Forsberg for Colorado. This was a great rivalry. Minus 196, 6.5 is the total. We're going to leave Colorado right now, 3.5 to 2.78. The over-under at 6.37. Detroit riding a 2-game losing streak, while the last 4 games for Colorado have gone under the total. They're 38-25 on the season, and Detroit having a really good season. 33-28, 6-4 in the last 10. This could be a game where, maybe a puck line here for Detroit. We'll see. Anaheim taking on the Ottawa Senators. Now, the Sens on the road in this one. This will be played at the Duck Pond in California. Minus 155 is the line for 154 for Ottawa. Hey, when do you see Ottawa really favored? 3-7 straight up in their last 10. Anaheim 4-6. Both these teams struggling this season. Ottawa 25-34. Anaheim 22-39. But we're going to give the nod here to Ottawa. I wouldn't trust Ottawa with a 10-foot pole right now. 3.6 to 2.9. The over-under at 6.55. Ottawa coming in on a 4-game losing streak. Well, the Ducks, they're on a 3 ATS win streak. All right, let's go to the report card. and I'm going to show you guys something today. And these are all the tools in the toolbox at atsstats.com. Now, when I look at the Raymond report, right, we go back here, we look for value, percentage play, performance cycles, and what we're looking for, value. So the value on the Leafs tonight, I had them listed at minus 211. You can see they're 175. So you're getting a little bit of a discount here on Toronto. And for the Buffalo Sabres, had them at plus 164, and you're getting, about 150? So a little bit undervalued as well. And the chance of winning 60% for Toronto, 41. So if you do the check marks, you can see that Toronto is probably even right now when it comes to the check marks. So you got a B against a C-type team. B just means the team is 50 to 59.9 win percentage, and the C-type teams are teams below 500. And when the Toronto Maple Leafs played the teams below 500, look at their record, 16-15. For some reason, whenever Toronto plays a team that's lower than 50%, they tend to play down to their level, right? But when they play the top dogs in the NHL, they're 10-5, winning 66% of those games. And for Buffalo against the Bees, they are 8-12, so a losing record. They beat the Beatables at 14-11, 7-10 against the top dogs. So this is going to be a great game. I do like Buffalo in this spot here tonight, but I would be very, very cautious. And if you do like Buffalo, maybe the puck line, maybe the over too. I'll take a look at the Raymond report before we go to see anything on the total, if anything shakes out. All right, Colorado, let's take a look at the value. 182, I got 196, so overvalued tonight against Detroit. And the percentage play, 63 to 37%, so another check mark for Colorado. And Colorado against those B-type teams, look at that, they struggle, 8-10. They beat the Beatables at 22-8, but when it comes to the A's and the B's, yeah, they're really close and right there. And for Detroit, against the A-type teams, 7-8. So you know what, man, it could be a dog night here on the puck line. I do like Detroit, but I'll have to take a look at what the investment cost is. And you got a bullish team, 11 days. So bullish means that this team here has been 7-0, 6-1, 5-2 last 7 games. So you know what, Detroit looking like a really good play right now. Ottawa against Anaheim. I had Ottawa at minus 153. You can see right there with the bookmakers at 154. So you know what, bookmakers are right there. Value, so Ottawa is a bit fair market value. I have 71% for Ottawa, 37% for Anaheim. Ottawa's a little bit banged up right now, so be careful. And when it comes to the C against the C, both teams have losing records. I think I might have to give the nod here to the road team. the home team, Anaheim. I might have to go with Anaheim in this one. In fact, let me go to the Raymond report, and let's go get the big cards out. Hey, we'll get the tip sheet. And this is what you get with your membership. You get the full Monty here. This is the Raymond report tip sheet. And what I like to do in this situation, I like to go right here. The PVI SOS, the parity value strength of schedule. And when Toronto faces a team at home against a team with a losing record, 7-6 at home, 4-9 on the puck line, 9-4 to the over. The head-to-head history, look at that. They struggle against Buffalo. 3-7, 2-8, 9-1 to the over. So I'm a little bit, not confused, but a little torn which way I want to lean here. Do I want to take Buffalo puck line or the over? I'm kind of leaning towards the over right now, but I'm going to have to look at more player personnel. You know, in the Raymond report, we talk about player availability in the number 4 tip. I'm going to have to take a look at the tonight's lineup to make a clear selection. But so far, I'm leaning towards the over in that game and Buffalo on the puck line. So just my little advice to you if you're looking for my where I'd probably lean on that game. Detroit, Colorado. All right, let's take a look at the technicals in this game right here. We already went through the report card. Detroit on the road against A-type teams, 3-6, so I don't like that. 4-5, I don't like that. And 4-6 in Colorado, so I don't like that. So I'm not going to touch this game. And again, just because there's a game on the board doesn't mean it has to be bet, right? You can't get into that mindset, oh, I have to bet this game. No, I'll tell you one thing, sometimes the best bet you make is the one you don't make. All right? And then Ottawa, Anaheim, and Ottawa at Anaheim. Let's take a look at the other technicals in this game. Ottawa, 2-8 on the road against C-type teams, 3-7 on the puck line, 4-6, 3-7 for Anaheim against C-type teams at home, 3-7 to the under. And you know what, guys? Yeah, there's probably better games to watch than this one or bet on, right? If you're betting on this one, boy, we might have to go to a GA meeting together because this one here is a tough one. I don't know where you find a lean or an investment solution on this one. You know, if you really said, okay, Ron, if you had to give me one opinion on this game, maybe the under in this game. I kind of like 3-7 at home against C-type teams. The history between these two teams, 8-10 to the under. So anyways, a little bit of a longer rant here today because, people are making some comments on there. And again, just because I give out these computer picks, and speaking of the computer picks, 56% last 100 releases, 68 on the puck line, 52%, doesn't mean there's a Picasso right here, right, guys? So every time I give out these picks on the computer picks, you got to pick your spots. And if you go and you look at my book that I wrote last August, in fact, go to the 24-hour rule, discipline and patience in sports betting. If you want to learn more about sports betting, I would really start at chapter, let me see, I'd go right to about chapter 5. Chapter 5 is a good one, money management. But really, Chapter 8, the art of value betting, the power of trends, the daily market value index, the type of teams in leagues, strength of schedule, my favorite chapter right here. But if you get this book, you'll get a better understanding what the Raymond Report's all about. And you really got to go through different categories and have a system, right? You got to have a system. And that's why each and every day when I come on this show, I talk about value, percentage play, performance cycles, player availability, and the money management system. And a little fired up this morning, as you can tell. Hey, old coach is all ready to go here. But that's passion. You know what? When you're passionate about something and you build something from scratch, somebody else asked me, where do you get your stats? All the stats, all the stuff you see here at ATS, this is an ongoing project since 2001. And there's no third-party affiliations. Everything we have here is all built from scratch. And the system is ours. So there's no third party. All right, folks. Hey, you know what? Good wacky Wednesday for sure, right? We'll talk to you guys tomorrow on the Thirsty Thursday. In the meantime, shop for value, play those percentages. I'll see you back shortly with another Raymond Report.